From a young age, David Musiri says he knew his rights and wasn't afraid to stand up for himself and others.
Because I cannot just be stepped on and I let it go.
Many took this character as a stubborn behavior that needed to be tamed, but Musiri held firm to his beliefs.
Because during primary I was a little, I wouldn't say I was stubborn, but I was very, very careful and I knew my rights, even since starting from P3 there. Somehow also to brought problems.
Musiri went to different schools at the same time, juggling between one and another, partly because of fees and also because he wanted to explore many options.
My dad was a pensioner and he used not to have a lot of money. And we have very many kids. So we had a struggle. I had a poor family background. Therefore, sometimes we could have fees and sometimes we could not have fees. So what I did as a brave kid, I would go to, for example, Wagula Primary School, then also go to Bativare, at the same time also study at Molly and Paul. Yeah. So I would go here, do exams or do tests and the like. But finally I did my PRE at Molly and Paul Primary School.
This strong sense of justice led him to become a prefect in primary school, rising through the ranks to become a head boy at Molly and Paul Primary School.
From being class monitor in P2, becoming prefect, to the climax of head boy.
He lost both parents and has siblings he is not so close to. They fear being ostracized.
The biggest problem I had and I still have is my family. We have very many children, but it is only one brother with me. One is who is Karibara Kenneth. And he's the one actually who was my parent yesterday at the Hill while graduating. So for him he's there, but others have pressure, they fear a lot. But also most of them are bankers. They are good. They are bankers, some are working in public offices, so you can understand. And actually some of them even fear to give you a penny because they think they will be known and maybe problems. They will land in problems.
As he joined Makerere University in 2017, Musiri's activism only intensified.
At that time we had a guild president emeritus in the names of Papa Wele Salim. So when Papa Wele Salim became guild president, there was a draconian policy that was passed, but without consulting students. And that was the 49% tuition increment.
He fiercely opposed the 15% graduate tuition increment policy, earning him a reputation as a fearless and relentless advocate for students' rights.
Because we were never consulted, we sat down. I was a freshman, but I became popular because by the time I entered Makerere University, there was an amendment in Parliament of the age limit bill. So that's where I started. And I was very, very active.
His activism came at a great personal cost, including multiple arrests, suspensions from university, and the tragic loss of his father, who passed away after witnessing his son's brutal arrest during a protest.
I have had a lot of hindrances. Like, for example, when I dropped out from the first attempt to join university, I had over like 2 years without joining the university. Then when I came back from sports, we had gone for Olympics. Then when I came back, my mom advised me not to join university, but she so much wanted to have an engineer. And because the intake had gone, she advised me to do a diploma.
Despite these challenges, Musiri persevered, eventually losing his Chinese embassy scholarship due to his involvement in campus politics. However, his education would pay off in 2022 when the tuition increment policy was put on hold, a victory he considers the culmination of his efforts. This week, Musiri graduated from Makerere University with a Bachelor of Commerce from Makerere University and is setting his sights on mainstream politics. He plans to contest for the Machindi West parliamentary seat in 2026, aiming to unseat Alan Sewanyana. Lydia Feli Akulu, NTV.